Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is a dry snuff review. The weather here has gone very, very bad. Thus, no tie and no jacket this evening. This may be my first video without one or the other, if not both. High heat, that's one thing, but my area here is known for high heat this time of year, with the additional add-on of incredibly poor air quality, high humidity, dew points, you name it. So, also, along that line of thought is I'm sporting a shorter haircut, and my hair does not lie down at this length. So that is why I look a little bit disheveled. Anyway, on to this. Now, those with a keen eye will notice that I have added a piece of white tape there. That is because the other night I hit this bag with a tobacco dish that I use that has rather sharp edges. And although I think there was still a clear coating going over the package, I thought maybe I had punctured it. So to be on the safe side, I put a piece of tape on there. The product is not opened though. So this is from Poschl Tobacco. It is a German product. It is a Schmalzler. Or did I just Schmalzler? Schmalzler. I may get it at some point. At some point in the near future, I may become comfortable with actually saying that word, but probably not tonight. Anyway, this product is going to pose a little bit of an issue how I open it and show it, due to it being in a bag. It's in a 25-gram sachet. It's a very thin pouch, all right? On the front, German warning label, obviously. It is Schmalzler D, which is the original main Schmalzler product from Poschl Tobacco. Sort of like the last review was Bernard's. This is the Poschl version. You will notice the word Brazil up at the top. The deal with Brazil is that these Schmalzler products are considered, well, in Germany, they are Brazil tobacco. They are dark, and Brazil is often used. I do not at this time fully know as to why that is. I can only assume that originally, at least, the tobacco being used was imported from Brazil to make them. So that's what you have. All right. Now, the sachet has a little notch right there, which I'm pretty sure is not from my tobacco dish. So I have seen Germans review this product where the corner is cut. Now, I am not going to attempt to tear this with my hand because I want the smallest opening possible. And that's part of the reason also that plays as to why I put tape on the product, even though I was sort of thinking that the bag was not compromised. In my mind, these products, the moisture level being maintained at what it's supposed to be is important. So I'm going to use scissors, and I am going to cut this up, and then I am going to use a white piece of drawing paper to pour a little bit out on. So let's see if I got that open. Did I get it? Yes, I did. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up a little bit. All right. Because I am guessing that the product has been compacted in this bag. It's been flattened. The bag, mind you, is supposed to be flat like this. but I want to get it loose. Smell off the bag. It's a very rich, considering how small the hole is there, it's pretty strong coming out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get that hole opened up a little bit. Now, the reason for these sachets, I do not know. Because, to the best of my knowledge, Poschl, or for that matter, well, no, let's just say with Poschl, because the other company, which I completely just... Bernard, sorry, they are not releasing anything in bags. But when I see a bag like this in Schmalzler or dry snuff, I think, okay, it's a refill pack. Refill pack. Sometimes when Mr. Snuff, which is where I got this, some of the German companies that sell only in bags will actually have so-and-so refill, so-and-so refill. Now, Schmalzler products traditionally were not put in snuff boxes. They're put in stoneware bottles that have a cork top. In the past, Poschl Tobacco has made these. And they have one product that is non-tobacco that still comes in one, although it is a plastic variant. So, but they're not making them now. You can buy them used online. eBay has quite a number of them at varying used levels, but they don't make any now. The company doesn't make any. Nobody else makes them. So why this is in a bag, which would make you think that it's some sort of refill packet, I don't know, because there's nothing really at this moment on the market to refill, if you get what I'm saying. So this is opened up. And this is the paper. There is a catch at the bottom there. I have it bent, so I won't lose anything. And that is the product. It's very dark. In person, it actually looks darker than it's showing on the camera. It looks like it is fairly coarse. There's even a little ball. I don't know if you can see it on there. It's rolling around. It's almost perfectly round, and it's rolling around. I am actually going to feel this stuff. Yeah, that's some pretty coarse stuff. And the moisture level, as I suspected, is fairly high. So there could be some sneezing going on here, I'm guessing. It smells really good, but it's pretty coarse, and I know what happens when I inhale coarse products. So, the pause button is on standby here. I am going to pinch and sniff this off the paper. There's a bit of a head rush with it. I don't know if that's because it's stronger. There's no menthol or anything like that. It could, I guess, maybe be because it's a coarser product, or it could be the cut. These German Schmalzler products are, it's sort of goofy. That's why I've been paused, like on the last one, and now I'm pausing. They make you sneeze. The last one did anyway. But it's a very delayed reaction. You do it, and you're like, ah, I'm okay. I'm great. And then like 20, 30 seconds later, then it hits you. So let me see if I can get some more off here, because obviously if I'm not taking some sort of sneezing attack, then I must be doing something wrong. Of course, I'm using the wrong fingers here. When you're trying to do like avoid like touching with your other hand the nose, what you want to do is you want to actually use your middle finger. British Army, that'd be your walking out finger, I believe. And then you pinch with these, you pinch your nose with this or this, depending on which nostril you're going to. And I'm not doing that, of course. And that's why I'm doing stuff like this. I'm not trying to look like the guy on the packaging, okay? I would have been sneezing by now, which has actually sort of thrown me for a loop, because I was waiting for the pause because I was going to formulate what I was going to say about this, and now it's not happening. Okay, so it's double fermented dark tobacco. There is something fruit-wise there. Now, in reviews I have read, I have seen apple thrown out, and banana has been a running theme. I don't think I could place either of that with the scent of this. I mean, there's something fruit aspect about it, and it's not like the last one from Bernard. It's not a dried fruit. That one was more, it was more clear cut what you were dealing with. It was also, the Bernard was also much, it was richer. This, I'm not finding it so much, although obviously it is easier to take. So, not a complaint there, but scent-wise, it's not as rich. Now, why I'm saying the Bernard product, not just because it was the review before this one, is because it is their original flagship Schmalzler, all right? And this is the Poschl Tobacco original flagship Schmalzler. Both companies have others, and I will be doing some of them, but I'm comparing the two directly because these are sort of the, you know, the standard bearers of both companies when it comes to Schmalzler products. So between the two, this definitely wins out with ease of taking. Now I pinched, and pinching with me, I take less, which is why I've done it like 2 or 3 times now. But that is about as much 2 or 3 times pinching as if I knock some out on my hand. So this product is definitely easier to take. It feels coarse, but you know what? I did not rub with my finger the Bernard product. Maybe the Bernard product's even more coarse. The Bernard product is a lot richer, and the scents are easier to pick out. All right? And you could say, oh, well, you read about them, and that's why. Well, you know what? I read about this too, and I'm telling you right now, I can't. I'm not picking up apple or banana. What I'm picking up isn't unpleasant by any means. It's just nondescript. I can't pick something out. There's something fruit going on, and it's leaning rich side sweet. But overall, the product isn't as rich scent-wise as the Bernard product. So all of these things to me are interesting stuff. I mean, it really is. I would like to know their reasoning, because this is, I have 2 of these from Poschl, and they're both in the 25-gram sachet. That's because the only other way they're sold are 100-gram sachets. And there's another product that it only come. Actually, there's two more products that only come in the 100 grams. So I guess I'm buying 100. Mind you, 100 grams of this stuff is only like, I don't know, like $12 or something like that. But 25 grams is probably a lifetime supply for me. I definitely don't need to quadruple that. You know what I mean? So this, it's a oil hydrated, heavy-ish nasal snuff. It can only be used as a nasal snuff. Okay? Very important to remember. It's got a fruit essence that you can't quite place. It's leaning sweet, though, and sort of rich, but overall the product is not as rich as the Bernard product of the last review. Big plus in its favor, though, is that it is easier to take by far. So that's it. All right, this has been the review of Poschl's Schmalzler D. The D is for double fermented, and it is a dark Brazil tobacco. It's nice. It's got a bit of a head rush. It's easier to take. Scent is overall not as rich and hard to place. But, you know, 25 grams at, I think, about $4.50. You know, if you were really into the stuff, that's a good deal. But really good deal, actually. So I am the Suit&Tie Dip&Chew guy. I have not caught up with notifications yet, but I have a chew review coming up in 48 hours, and I will do shout-outs then. Associated channels to me. Do check out Berg's Dip Reviews, Dirty Pat Walsh, Wayside Lee 83, Snuff Strings, Wild Bushman, which I've been trying to get up to 100 subs, so if anybody can help them out on that, that'd be great. These are all, by the way, found in my related channels. Snuff Strings and Wild Bushman are looking for more subs. Everybody's looking for more subs, but those two guys deserve it. Then there is Real Talk Studios, snoozefreak.com, the channel here on YouTube, and No Bluff Buff, which does all kinds of stuff, and he could probably use a few more subs too. Anyway, I do hope everyone is well. Do take care of yourselves, and God bless. God bless again.